Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's reaction for Boku no Hero Academia, and I am just crazy excited like every week. Oh my god, it's been so good. This arc has been so good. And the series in general, always been so good, except for maybe towards the end of the joint training arc, but other than that, been amazing, just consistently. But oh man, the past two chapters were Tenko Shimura origin, and I click on this one today, and it's Shigaraki Tomura origins. So, oh man, I am too hype. I am too hype for how this is gonna go. So I guess now, like I was saying toward the end of last week, where before last week, the week before, I was like, I wonder if we're gonna get to see him actually crumbling his family, and we did, and it was insane and just crazy well written, and just paced, and if it was a show I would say well directed, but just the way it was organized with all the different shots that we got to see and everything was so well done. It was really incredibly well done. So man, this in last week, to continue on with that thought, I was like, I wonder if we're going to get to see the aftermath and how he ended up being taken in by All for One and what happened there. And it looks like we're getting that with this chapter, so let's see what happens. We're starting off with just the sunny sky. I killed my family after murdering his family with his own hands. We just see the crowds walking. After that, I left home and ran away. I had no idea what to do. What am I supposed to do now? Someone, anyone tell me. Help me. And we just see people looking away. The guilt swelled up in my throat, and I couldn't even speak. Here we go. Young man, are you all right? What happened? You're all beat up. And he looks up. Oh, and it's so sad because he's probably happy somebody's actually responding to him. Heroes or police or someone will surely come for you soon. She walks off. Have to go to work now. Sorry. The more densely populated a place is, the more trouble that occurs for the most part. Trouble of a higher urgency than a lost child, of course. But even so, in this society overflowing with heroes, I couldn't help but wonder if no one was coming to save me, or if no one coming to save me was my punishment for killing my family. So again, this is incredible. We're seeing how even in a world filled with heroes, he didn't get any heroes. He didn't get any help. If only he had done something. If only she had done something. Looking at the people who passed by. I thought the itchiness went away, but if at that time just one person had extended a helping hand, and I love this. This is carrying on the theme of the villains in Twice's story. Twice's story was he could have been a great, helpful, normal member of society, but all it takes is one bad day, one mistake, even something that's away from somebody's own choice, to turn somebody into a villain. That's all it takes. And again, here with Shigaraki, he is the big bad. All it would have taken was one person helping him, one person caring about a lost kid, and all the pain from this new big bad villain would have never even happened. So I love continuing with that story that all it takes is one bad day for somebody to become a villain, and all it would take is one person reaching out their hand for somebody to not become a villain. Man, and the one who reaches out his hands, of course, it's All for One. Maybe the itchiness would have gone away. Man, all the memories that were locked away, and you're burdened with destructive impulses so strong that you cannot control them. That itchiness is your body telling you that those impulses are overflowing. Now, okay, that panel is like very clear. I mean, I know the theory's been going on forever, and I hate talking about fan theories ahead of time because some of them can get so insane. But people have been talking about forever that, oh, the doctor is going to be the same doctor that saw Izuku as a kid. And we've had a lot of things, and we've even seen a bit of Ujiko that makes us think, okay, yeah, that's probably him, but this panel here is probably the clearest where he looks just like that doctor. You don't have to hold them back. There's nothing wrong with unleashing them. The hell's your problem, punk? We're walking here. Or you think we'll go easy on you just 'cause you're a little kid? Well, we won't. Up, and here he goes. Oh, it looks like he was about to attack, but he pulled back. Ah, you poor thing. What are you so afraid of? All you have to do is follow your heart. See, exactly. His heart was good. He never wanted to hurt people, but he keeps getting pushed to it time and time again. So again, it makes you feel bad for him. Like, how can we really hate this guy as the main villain? How can we not just hate All for One because he's the one that did this? But it's crazy. If you don't, you'll only be hurting yourself. And he's struggling on the floor. A conscience, morals, ethics, those are all just constructs that someone made up. Someone who wanted to run the world smoothly. Don't be bound by them. Don't fear them. What's most important is what's inside you. Now then, Tenko, what do you want to do? I want to kill the two guys who hit me. I don't know why, but these bad feelings just won't stop overflowing from inside me. Oh, and people have brought up, of course, too, that we learned from other characters, but even now just specifically from Redestro, that quirks affect and change your personality. So of course Shigaraki not using his quirk and figuring it out in a healthy manner probably leads to him feeling more and more like he wants to kill and destroy. I can't hold them back. And he crumbles the hand he touches. Well then, you know what to do. And One for All smiles. There's a lot more hero offices popping up around here lately. Talk about a pain in the ass. The fuck? You must always carry your family with you, so those feelings of yours never fade. And we see the hands are attached to him just like they were when we first saw him at USJ. That shit's pretty creepy, man. What do you want? How strange. He seemed to have lost all his memories, and yet he simply locked them away, but they're still inside him. I had him wear his family's hands in order to keep them in check, but also aggravate them, because he's still anxious. See, he's subconsciously holding back his quirk. But I will nurture him. He's just taken the first big step toward becoming a symbol of fear who lusts for destruction. And we see the aftermath of him killing those guys. I feel sick, like I want to vomit. And yet why is it that I'm so calm? We see his mother's hands are around his neck, his grandfather's and grandmother's and Hana's down his arms. I feel like no matter what I do, I'll be forgiven. Congratulations. And of course the one on his face must be the one of his fathers that he didn't crumble. Oh, hold on though, let me go back a panel, because I've been saying it for the longest time, that Hana has crazy man hands. I just wanted to look at that again. Okay, congratulations. You held back your tears, grit your teeth, and were reborn. Here's a present. It's the hands of those two who helped send you down your new path. Okay, 2, but there's 5 hands. Just a bonus, since one of them was completely broken. What? This way, you will never forget this important day. Okay, so I wonder whose hand the 5th is, then. And if one was completely broken, I guess maybe he killed another person to present him with 2 more hands, and only one of those hands was... So, like, one of the hands of the 2 guys he killed was broken, so we got the 2 hands from one guy, the 1 hand from the other guy, and I guess All for One just killed a 3rd person to give him the 2 hands from? Interesting. I feel like even these small things are going to be important, so I'm trying to pay attention. Like he was cradling a newborn baby, or tending to a wounded person. Now, it's time to show everyone the new you. Tomura Shigaraki. Okay. And we see the new hands are around his waist, on his shoulders, and on the back of his head. Alright. Chapter 237, Tomura Shigaraki, Origin. Tomura Shigaraki. Tomura, from the word tomurao, which means to mourn. It signifies the sadness that comes with death and parting. You've been reborn into the one who will mourn for, into the one who will mourn your former self, Tenko Shimura. And what about Shigaraki? It's my last name. Oh, shit. Oh, I got chills. I got chills from that reveal. Oh, shit. I remember everything now. I don't need a future. Once I'm done, those guys can do whatever they want. Back then, I killed Dad because I wanted to. My heart became lighter after watching my mom and everyone else crumble away. It wasn't a tragedy. It won't stop. We need to stop it. And Giganto Makia is charging through the city. Giganto Makia, come on, Liberation Army. Do a little better. It's like an elephant crushing ants. And Twice is talking crap while holding Toga. At this rate, he won't lose any HP. Is it just me, or is he even bigger than before? He's heading straight for Shigaraki. Dabi, we underestimated him. He wasn't even fighting seriously against us. Giganto Makia is unstoppable. And Compress calls out to him. Shigaraki's in danger. Finish that guy off already. For Destro, thinks Apocrypha. Alright. And now we see Spinner fighting still too. Shigaraki. I don't need these. Oh, and he crushes the hand from his face. So it's his father's other hand then. I don't need these anymore. He's destroyed his fetters, and his true malice has awakened. What insane character development. Like, how can you not... This is like the Death Note problem, where I'm like, the development for this character is so good, how can I not root for them? Even though they're technically being set up as the bad guy. This is the same thing here. Even though Shigaraki's being set up as the bad guy, the League of Villains have been so well developed that... How do you not cheer for them? Like, Class 1A has a few characters that are developed pretty okay, but nothing like what's going on with Shigaraki, what's going on and what went on with Twice. Even Toga and Spinner have development to the level of most of the Class 1A characters, at least. And then you bring in what's going on in the background with Dabi over time that's still incredibly mysterious, which makes it even more exciting, and how it could be related to the Endeavor stuff. And he could even end up having a more interesting story than Todoroki, or Shoto rather. So yeah, they're so well developed. How do you root against the League of Villains? How do you not just cheer for them? They're so like well written. And even their bad stuff that they're doing feels so, I don't know, it feels so justified in a lot of ways. Especially, like, when they're, like, if they were attacking random civilians, it would be different. But right now, they're fighting the Liberation Army, who actually seems worse than the League of Villains, because they want to set up this new structure of society where your powers develop your powers decide your place in society. So that's, like, incredibly stratified and classist. So yeah, I don't even know. Like, of course they're the bad guys, but how do you not feel for them? They're just so well written. Like the three most well written characters in the series have to be Twice, then Endeavor, and then Shigaraki. Like I was gonna say the best are Twice and Shigaraki, but I can't forget how well written Endeavor is as a character. Gosh, this is insane. Horikoshi is so good. I'm blown away once again. I guess we'll see the ending or the rest of this fight maybe next time, or maybe the fight will take 2 more chapters. But damn, this arc has been good. The only thing I would have wished for is if we got development for Compress, because he's the only one that we like. We got nothing for Compress right now. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like the video. Comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my thoughts and reaction and all that. Subscribe for more. Boku no Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel or talk to you there. If you want a link to the Discord server to talk to me or more of us there, just ask and I can give you a link. And if you want to help support the channel and keep it going by chipping in a little on Patreon, then yeah, that's an option. The link to the Patreon will be in the description. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.